everyone, and welcome to another horror movie review time-lapse thing with me, Angela of Morbid Heart Designs, and I'm super excited. I feel like I've been really excited about a lot of things lately, and that's not bad. I enjoy what I do. It makes me excited, makes me happy. But I'm really excited for this. I finally got my hands, thank you to Blinky for his wonderful Christmas gift, on Midsommar, the director's cut. I definitely love this movie. It was one of my top in 2019. In fact, you can check out my top 2019 favorite here in the info card above. And I really just wanted to talk about this movie because I love it. I've been dying to know what scenes are from the director's cut, how it could help with the story. For those of you unfamiliar with Midsommar, it is a 2019 horror movie written and directed by Ari Aster, who also did Hereditary. This movie focuses on couple Danny and Christian and their relationship as they travel to a Swedish midsummer festival with some of Christian's fellow students and friends to understand the culture, maybe use them for their doctorate stuff, whatever they're studying. And the rituals that they see are definitely bizarre and life-altering for everyone involved. So the director's cut does have 24 additional minutes. One of the things that I really liked about this movie in the theatrical release was the character development and the growth and changes that we see in each character. The additional time does actually go into some more of the characters, particularly Christian, Josh, and Mark. And I've always wondered if maybe there were some aspects of those relationships and those characters that were on the cutting room floor, if you will. And I really enjoyed the additional look into the characters, particularly Christian, his relationship with Danny, as well as Josh. Midsommar is not a movie for everyone. It is definitely an artistic, slower built movie, but there's so many details and subtle things that just make this movie amazing, in my opinion. If you don't like slower movies, I would just avoid this one altogether, but if you really like artistic, well thought out, character developed horror, this movie is definitely for you, especially the director's cut. I often wonder about Ari Aster's creative process between Hereditary and this movie. The way he uses psychology to not only show his characters, but also to have the plot evolve and develop. There's a lot of focus on cult aspects in this movie, as well as the psychological process of grieving that are extremely well communicated without telling. They're shown in just really convincing. Not only is the story well done, the dialogue is excellent, the little details. I mean, the detail in the paintings alone is incredibly amazing and actually very foreshadowing. One of the amazing things about this particular edition that I got is it has an art book with it, and I can't show you the art book on YouTube. However, I can share it on Patreon, so I am doing a second video focusing on the book and the artwork to share it with you because it is incredible. But let's just say the reasons I can't share it here with you openly and publicly is there's a lot of nudity of male and female genitalia, as well as basically a Kama Sutra of the Swedish variety. So if you are interested in that, you can join my Patreon for $1 a month and get access to that Patreon exclusive. This movie does have a lot of psychological horror based off of what I've described so far, what I liked about Ari Aster's work. I'm sure you're not surprised. But it also has a lot of body horror, and some of the things that they do, what they accomplish, are freaking amazing. Hard to see, hard to watch, but holy shit. I have seen this movie 3 times now, and I feel like every time I see it, I notice more details in the body gore that they accomplished. That just, it's kind of mind-blowing. And the fact that we don't see it focused on, it's just kind of there, makes it a little challenging, not a little, a lot challenging to really admire what was accomplished by the special effects makeup people and the prop people. But every time I see it, I'm able to notice more, and it's just, words can't come to my tongue about how amazing it is. I feel like the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 is a time when I'm finally doing a lot of artwork I've been wanting to do. I've wanted to do a Midsommar piece since I saw the movie, and I just didn't have time with everything I'd already planned out, and I finally am like, I have a medium. I've been using watercolor pencils a lot more, practicing with them, figuring it out, and I think that's a really good medium for the base of this piece, and building it up with acrylic paints for the flowers. Like, I'm just love it. I freaking love it. I don't feel like my skill in 2019 for what I would have wanted to do with this piece was there, and I feel excited and grateful that I had enough practice and pushing myself as an artist in 2020 that I'm finally able to make this piece come to life and do it justice. Because it's always the worst when you do something you're excited about and it just doesn't come together the way you want. If you've seen my previous review on the theatrical release, or if you listen to the words and know how I talk about things, you know I'm gonna give this 5 zombivers out of 5. If you don't want to give over 2 hours of your life, you can definitely just watch the theatrical version. This movie is 2.5 hours long, so it's already long without the additional scenes, but I do think the additional scenes are worth it. They add just that little bit that you feel is missing from the theatrical. They add that, and things make perfect sense, better sense. You're not left wondering like I was when I left the theater about the character relationships. And I do feel the rituals that were included were actually really important as well, with the character development and understanding of this pagan culture. I guess I'm gonna stop rambling. I feel like this is a movie I could probably drone on and on about, just between the details, the costumes, the sets, the acting, the music, the everything, the editing. Like, oh my god, it's just, Ari Aster did brilliant with this. And I'm sad that he's not going to be doing any more horror movies. He says he doesn't want to stick to one genre. And I feel like even though he's new to the genre, he's just done amazing, epic things, and I would love to see him continue, but I also respect as an artist not wanting to do that. So with all that being said, thank you as always to my patrons, and from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.